Hello, and greetings from my home office just south of London. As we move into week 3 of the 28 Days to Making Change Stick Challenge, we're now focusing on the barriers and obstacles that are inevitably going to come into play when we're trying to implement any kind of change. The key is not to create a change that has no barriers, obstacles, or resistance. Sadly, I think that's largely unrealistic. However, the real trick is to anticipate the kinds of barriers, obstacles, problems, resistance that we may face when we're starting to launch the change so that we can create solutions in advance before we ever get to that point. The other key is by establishing feedback mechanisms and understanding from people what's really going on as the change is being embedded. We can learn a little bit more about the struggles that people are having with the change so that we can then work solutions around how to overcome those difficulties so that the change program continues rather than stopping because people hit a roadblock. So I would encourage you this week, as you're thinking about the change program that you're launching, what obstacles or barriers could potentially get in the way? And what are some solutions you could create or put in place to help keep that from happening? And also, what touch points can you create to make sure that you're hearing from people how the change is really coming about and impacting them so that you can work through solutions for any barriers that might develop that may not have been foreseen? I hope that's helpful to you in thinking about, rather than giving up on the barriers, how do we overcome them? Because they are typically inevitable in any change program. The more we can plan for them, the more successful our programs typically are. Best wishes with your change program.